For this project, you will be building a dome using packing peanuts. You'll want to get the dome kit from your Cub Express box. In addition to the supplies in the kit, you'll need a pair of scissors, a cup with water, a kitchen plate, a damp folded paper towel or sponge. You may also want some books. There have been 3 U.S. research stations built at the South Pole since 1957. The second research station, built in 1975, was a geodesic dome. The dome shape was chosen because domes are very strong and stable. But after 13 years, the dome's foundation developed cracks due to stress from the tons of snow and ice that piled on top of it. The newest research station, built in 2003, was built on stilts, so snow blows under it. Your challenge is to build the strongest dome you can so it would hold up even with tons of snow and ice piled on, like the geodesic dome. The rules are: the dome must be built on the plate. You can only use packing peanuts, toothpicks, water, scissors, and a paintbrush to build your dome. And the dome must be empty inside. No filling it with packing peanuts or anything else. Now we're going to build the first layer of our dome. I'm using the underside of the plate because it has that nice channel for holding the packing peanuts. I push the end of the packing peanut against the damp paper towel to make it sticky. Then I push the packing peanuts together so they'll stick together. Because the packing peanuts are made of food starch, they get sticky when they're damp. I just keep getting each end a little damp and pushing them together. Keep going to make a complete ring. Now I'm only sticking the ends together. I'm not sticking the packing peanuts to the plate. That's so that I can lift the dome off the plate and work on the underside of the dome later if I need to. I just keep adding packing peanuts until I've made a complete circle. Now I'm going to start on the second layer of the packing peanut dome. This time I'm getting the ends of the packing peanuts wet as well as the bottoms of the peanuts. That's so they stick to the peanuts next to them as well as the peanuts underneath. I'm trying to arrange things so that the packing peanut's middle is over the ends of the packing peanut underneath, so it looks like a brick wall. This will make a stronger structure. If the ends were to all line up like this, it would make a weaker structure, and the dome would be likely to crack and fall apart where all those ends line up. So I'm just going to keep adding packing peanuts to the dome. I'm going to make this second layer here, and I will rejoin you when I have more done. You notice I'm a little farther along now, got a few more layers. Now would be a good time to start adding toothpicks. The toothpicks will make the dome a lot stronger. I push the toothpicks into the packing peanuts while twisting the toothpick. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to push them in. You might want to pull the toothpick out a bit and push it in at a slightly different angle. If that happens, that can help. For this phase of construction, you might need to use scissors to cut the packing peanuts to the right size. You may have some gaps in your dome, so you put water on your paintbrush and apply it to the packing peanuts and push them together. You don't want to get them too wet though, because the water will make holes and craters in your packing peanuts. I should mention that you want each circle of packing peanuts to be a little smaller than the layer beneath it. That way you'll end up with a dome instead of a round wall. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll be back in a bit. You can see I've almost finished my dome. I just have a few more packing peanuts to add. You'll also see that the top layers, the top circles of packing peanuts, are smaller than the layers beneath. I've definitely got a dome instead of a round wall. I need to cut the packing peanuts so that they are the right size. I'm not only cutting the packing peanuts to make them smaller, but I'm also cutting the ends at an angle so they fit better together. I just keep going, adding more, filling it in. One thing interesting I noticed as I was building my dome, the packing peanuts smell a little bit like burnt popcorn. Just have a couple more packing peanuts to add. And there we have it. I'm going to add a couple of toothpicks now to make the dome stronger. And the last step is to test the dome's strength. You can test your dome strength now if you would like. Domes and arches are strong because they distribute weight well. Weight on the top of a dome is carried sideways and down along the dome's sides all the way to the ground. An arch is just a slice of dome and works the same way. You can test how much weight your dome will support by putting books on it. How many books can you put on your dome before it is squashed? You don't have to pile on the weight until the dome is flattened. You might need to support the books to keep them from falling over. Webelos, you need to show your dome to your den and at pack meeting to do half of engineer number 4. This dome supports quite a bit of weight. That's because I used a lot of toothpicks in its construction. The dome without toothpicks didn't fare nearly so well. I hope you enjoy making your own packing peanut dome.